Have you seen this group grow and become more connected in these last 4 days since we last talked to you?
Absolutely. Probably 4 scrimmages. The white team won the first one, and then the blue team won the last 3. So deep group. Guys are playing together. They're playing hard and really coming together as a team. I'm looking forward to see how we respond to a different color jersey in Vegas.
Just to go a little bit further on that, how have you seen them develop? How have you seen this team? What impresses you about what this team can do well? What you see in this group. What the depth looks like.
Just the maturation of our offense. Not really any play calls. It's just playing the game of basketball. And one of the hardest things to teach. These guys are picking it up very well. The ball's moving. It's also player movement, and it's with good intentions. And we're finding open shots. We're hitting the next guy. We're playing together.
We've got a couple guys that have done this a couple times. Do you lean on them a little bit with their experience with the new guys as you go to Vegas?
Absolutely. Whenever we have a chance to make those 3 guys an example with the first group, the blue team is doing a great job of watching what they do and kind of replicating that. So yes, we're leaning hard on our 3 guys that's been here and been around and know what we do.
It seems the 3 of them have embraced that as well, kind of being the veterans of what's really a very young group. You see that?
Yeah, the other day I saw Isaiah explaining to Oscar how we set screens and roll and get out quick, and I just thought a year ago we was explaining it to him. So it's been fun to watch his leadership and watch him grow.
With leadership too, is there stuff that can be gained for those guys going through this again though as well?
Absolutely. It's one thing to know what to do. It's another thing to be able to talk in and explain it. And it just gives you confidence. It gives your teammates confidence in you. So I think it's big for our franchise.
What's impressed you most about Jarris and what he's shown you here in just a few days as he's come in here with the spotlight shining pretty brightly on him?
Just his versatility. He's a big guy who can dribble, pass, and shoot. He's quick, light on his feet, can guard. It's absolutely nothing that he can't do on the basketball floor.
How well did Jarris guard you in those pre-draft workouts?
You know what? First possession, he guarded me pretty well, but after that, I kind of had my way with him.
Is he one of the better defenders of the guys you went against?
He is. He's like I said, he's very quick and light on his feet laterally, and I wasn't expecting that, so I just tried to blow right by him, and he cut me off. Kind of like that movie. What is it? Along Came Polly. Yeah, he's very good defensively. We just got to get him to stop gambling and just be solid.
Beyond just getting wins out in Vegas, what will be a successful trip for this group?
Just playing hard and playing together. I think winning will take care of itself. We're just trying to get this group to go out there and play hard, play the way that we play and play together.
I want to go back to the guys that are doing this for a second, third year. I mean, just what's impressed you about how each of them have improved their games this offseason? How do you see Ben and Andrew and Isaiah? Where have they grown since April?
Start with Isaiah. Just to be able to come in and fight through fatigue, that's something his first 2 years that kind of held him back. I think now he's at a point condition-wise where he can just play 4 or 5 minutes without needing a break, and I think that's big for him. With Drew, just being a leader, me on the sidelines, not having to call it a play, right? Just give him the ball and he can just quarterback the whole thing. And Ben is doing a great job of actually creating plays for other people. I think first possession today in the scrimmage, he threw a lob to Isaiah, which is something that we hadn't really seen from him. So all 3 guys are growing in their own way, but they're growing, and that's something that we can be proud of.
Don't know a ton about Mojave King. In what ways has he kind of stood out to you so far?
A smart basketball player, knows the right places to be in, very good cutter off the ball, a good shooter, not a great shooter yet, but he has great mechanics, and it won't be long before he's an absolute terrific three-point shooter.
How much more comfortable are you today versus 5 days ago when getting started with these guys?
A lot more comfortable. When you haven't done something before, it's just hard to be comfortable in that space. But after 4 or 5 days, feeling comfortable, just trying to have fun, enjoy this time. Not only with the players, but the coaching staff as well. Just trying to be innovative and come up with some new concepts and try it out in Vegas and see how it works.
Are you instituting some of your own stuff or some of your own ideas, or how much can you play around a little bit?
We're playing around a little bit. We don't want to get too off script. We want to give our rookies and our veteran guys just kind of an introduction to what's going to be going on during the regular season. So we don't want to stray too much off what we normally do. But every now and again, I sprinkle in like an ATO or something that I came up with.
How long, or what do you do daily to kind of prepare for each day? Like, what's your process?
Just a lot of thinking. Just at home at night watching TV or something, you just think about how I can run this for Jers or maybe a lob play for Isaiah. It's just constant thinking and just trying to put your team in the best situation to win games.
It's not, I guess this isn't like the regular season, but do you call around any mentors or anything like that about guys that have been in this position before to get ready?
You know what, I did that before we started practice. I called guys like Terry Stotts, Jim Morant, who won a couple summer leagues with the Blazers. So I reached out to some of the guys that I coached with, some of the guys who've been there before, and just got some insight from them.
How much of a heads up do you get? When did you know you were going to be coaching the summer league team?
I mean, maybe a month in advance, but it was still tentative. We didn't know for sure. So I just started preparing mentally in that time frame.
You feel like you found your voice yet, or is that something maybe at the end of the summer? Over these next 2 weeks, you'll kind of figure out?
I think it's a process. Okay. All right, so I found my voice up to a point, but there's always room to grow and improve, and I'm working towards that right now.
Offensively, how much? Offensively, how much? And defensively, I guess. Is it read and react, and then? Oh, that's good. How much offensively is it just read and react with what you guys are trying to do, or how many plays have you instituted?
We've instituted some triggers. Okay. Triggers just to get us started in offense, but it's read and react. So we're reading the defense, and we also reading our teammates. So it's a complicated offense. It's hard to guard, and that's why we run it.
Mojave, where did you watch the draft, and what was your reaction to getting picked by this franchise?
I was just down in Irvine, just south of LA. I was just really with one of my mates, or two of my mates, and I was just watching TV. My agent called my friend, he FaceTimed him, and then I kind of knew, started paying attention. And I was just super excited, super happy to hear my name called, and especially to a team like this, it was a great feeling.
Do you get any sense that pre-draft workout here went particularly well, or you connected well with anybody?
I felt like I had a really good workout here. I was really happy with the way it went, going away from it. Had a good conversation with the coaches and things like that over lunch as well. So I definitely left here with a good feeling, and I was really happy to hear my name called.
How have you fit in with this group so far?
Yeah, I think we're really bonding a lot. Obviously we've only been together a couple of days, most of us, but you wouldn't be able to tell from watching us play. We're kind of building a lot of chemistry pretty quick, and we feel good playing out there with each other.
How much are you looking forward to Summer League and getting a chance to kind of show what you got?
Yeah, I can't wait. I think opportunities like that are pretty rare. So, just excited to get out there with the boys and see how we stack up.
Who have you mostly been going against out here?
In practice? I've been matching up with the guards on the other squad, Ben Mather and Ben Shepard mainly. So just, guarding those guys, obviously they're both really good at scoring the ball. So it's really good challenge for me defensively.
And with Ben, a little reunion, I guess, of you guys again.
Yeah, known him a long time now, so it's good to see, how far he's come and how much success he's had, but, also still being able to compete with him, so it's a lot of fun.
How much more comfortable are you now after just a few days of settling in here and learning your new teammates and some of their tendencies?
Yeah, way more comfortable. I've only been here, 4 or 5 days now, but I feel like I've been here a lot longer. Just, how nice everyone's been and how well everyone's just clicked together.
What's just sort of the plan for you going forward? Obviously, I understand that you're probably going to be playing internationally, next year as well. Do you know where yet, and what's the plan going forward, at this point for you?
Yeah, that is the plan. Probably just spend a year somewhere, but I'm not sure where yet. Kind of just focus on summer league right now. My agent's kind of working on a couple things behind the scenes, but he's not really bothering me with it. He just wants me to stay focused on the task at hand right now, which is just preparation and then going into summer league.
Are you open to anything? Or are you trying to get back, play close to home, any NBL, or are you open to Europe? Or is it just sort of wide open for you, I guess?
Yeah, it's pretty much wide open for me. I'm really just looking for the best situation for my development, and obviously want to play at the highest level possible. So just whatever the best situation is.
Do you remember playing with him on that tournament team forever ago?
Yeah, I remember playing with him. We won a tournament in Spain together, so that was a lot of fun.
Benedict from Benedict Sports here. I got a little question for you. How you feel about having a teammate, who went to the academy with you?
Yeah, it's good to get out here and compete against him. Beat him the last 3 days. So
I'm going.
He's out.
Same as you remember him?
Yeah, it hasn't changed.
What led to your willingness to have that flexibility of what's next? Because some guys might be so determined on one path or the other, versus you seem much more flexible and open to other opportunities.
Yeah, I mean, my journey's already been, different. So, I know everyone has a different pathway and everyone takes a different route to get to their goals. And I'm not really set on, one way or the other. I'm just looking for the best situation for me to develop and continue to grow as a player.
Where do you think you benefited most from becoming a pro at such a young age compared to some of your peers here?
Yeah, I think just, my IQ, my training habits, just being around such high-level competition at a young age and, really good players, being able to learn from them, good coaches as well, and just learning so much at a young age, I think has a real benefit for a young player, just building those habits the right way from the start.
Who are some of the players in the league currently that you watch closely or try to maybe pull things from their game?
In the NBA?
For yours, yeah.
Yeah, so I watch a lot of Devin Booker. I watch, how he operates offensively. I think as a true guard, that's a really good player to watch in terms of just, how you get to your shots and get to your spots.
Here's what have you made kind of the first few days here with this new group and trying to leave an impression with the Pacers?
Just trying to be a sponge. I mean, it's a great group of guys. It's a lot to learn from. We got a lot of vets coming back with Drew and Ben. Just watching their pace, how well they play together, just how they sync actions together, how fluid they are. It's a lot to take in. So just here, trying to be a sponge.
Has been one of the things trying to get on that same wavelength. So in transition and things like that, you just know where to be in the right spots.
For sure. And like I said, those guys have such a great feel. Even Isaiah Jackson, as a big, just watching him being in the right spots, kind of just as you're watching and absorbing everything, it just kind of helps you realize the flow of the game, where you're supposed to be, what the coaches expect from you. So they're doing a great job of just leading us.
How much are you looking forward to Vegas, just getting out there and playing?
Just fun. It's another opportunity to compete. It's another opportunity to not take for granted. I'm very appreciative to be in the position just to be here and just to take it all in. So to be on that platform, on that level, is just a dream come true. So
you shoot so well. What other intangibles are you trying to demonstrate out in Vegas?
Just I played the two mostly in college, so just playing the one, kind of running things. Watching Drew, like I said, go out there and be the one and lead and look so smooth. It's for me, having an example like that in front of me has been great. So it's definitely a learning tool.
But to keep going on that, you've touched on this a little bit, but what are the biggest things you've taken from him? You talk about just how he's smooth out there. I mean, just what stood out to you about what he does and how he does it?
Just the fluidity in his movements, especially in the pick and roll. His pace as a guard is really good. Even getting down into that third level, close to the basket, he's still at his own pace, makes great passes, the zip on the ball, throwing strikes. He's just a complete guard, so you can take a lot from him.
What led you to the Pacers? Were they the right fit for you in Summer League? How'd you decide to end up here?
Definitely. Great organization, great people. Kind of similar to my decision going to college. I just felt like you said, the frequencies, just the energy from the whole entire organization was great. So why would you not want to be in a place like this?
Do you have any specific goals for Vegas and your time there?
Just enjoy it, not take it for granted, go out there and compete, enjoy the experience and give my very best. That's all I got.
What's the contrast like? You're coming out after like 5 years at Liberty. Jairus is coming. He's 19. He's
Yeah.
1 year at college. What's that balance like in terms of just the age gap a little bit?
Well, if you didn't know Jairus' age, you would think he'd been in college for a long time or playing professionally for a long time. He's very much mature, even as a person and a basketball player. But obviously the pace is a little different. But if you really study the game in college, I think like the terminology is different, but you can still kind of like smooth that transition if you really study and crack down. So it's still a transition, it's still a difference, but you can kind of help yourself in college, no matter how long you're in it. You just got to make sure you do the work and stay disciplined every day.
If you had a chance to throw an alley-oop to Jairus or Isaiah or anything
I
like
have
that?
not, but I've watched Isaiah catch lobs, and I'm like, I don't know how he grabbed that. I don't know how he dunked it. Freak athlete. So